sounds like the supply labor problem in our country has not affected that piece you just described of letting people take on initiative, giving them the leadership skills. It seems like it's not a as big a deal right now, maybe.
And there's a lot of jobs out there right now, right? There's a lot of opportunities, so they're welcome to go and find those. I have 0% turnover. No one's ever left since I've started the organization. So our retention rate is incredibly high, and I think it's because of the autonomy and agency that each person feels. And also, we're very flexible, right? I am very inclusive to different working styles, methodologies, and hours. I'm a working mom, and I know that the schedules for a working mom are incredibly difficult. I mean, this holiday season alone, I have parent teacher conferences, I have workshops, I have weird hours, I have holiday parties that I have to go to. And that precludes a lot of women from staying involved in the workforce. And that's really frustrating. So I'm very intentional about supporting and hiring mothers because I know how valuable it is for them to be able to still be engaged in work and the workforce, but also have the ability to be a present parent.
And the leadership you're providing to dwell with dignity, but you're a book author.
I am.
It's called Build Your Own Box, A Guide to Growing Your Identity. What was the impetus for writing the book?
Yes. So build your own box has kind of been a lifelong dream of mine. I grew up in Germany before moving to Texas. My father is Haitian and Swiss, and my mother spent time in Saudi Arabia and Venezuela. So my background is incredibly diverse. I mean, spans multiple countries and continents, and I never felt a cultural sense of identity. I always felt that I wasn't enough of anything, which is really difficult. And it's interesting because we talk about America as this melting pot, right? And this is where everyone comes, but people still identify racially and culturally to a very large extent. And so I never really knew where to fit in. And then I started this career as a dancer and a performer. You don't have a singular identity. Your identity is whatever the casting director needs you to be. So that became very fascinating too, that you wanted to be a blank slate. I mean, you would go on, these casting opportunities, whether it's a modeling or it's dance or theater, and you wanted to be as generic as possible until you got into the space and then be exactly what they wanted to be. And it's really hard to know who you are afterwards. Now, add on becoming a parent later and your identity is your child, right? Like sometimes you're with these other parents and you've been talking to them for years and you have no clue what their name is because it's all related to their kids. And so it was just multiple identity loops. And I'd spent my entire life having other people tell me who I was. Uh, and I was just getting a little tired of it.